Okay, so you're looking at the 0G. The 0G is kind of a little bit complicated because it's an inverting ride, right? So at the bottom, our positive axis is this way, right? And so basically the accelerometer, when it sits still, already thinks it's accelerating upward because of the g-force down, right? So at the bottom, it's actually the ride plus 1g, right? Because the gravity, just you read a gravity, right? Only it's going to be, with your phone, it's going to be, actually it's going to be positive because of the axial direction. That's the one axis that they have correct. Okay. Now at the top, it's going to be the g-force of the ride is down, and of course gravity is going to make it look like you're accelerating up. And so at the top, it's the ride minus 1g. Okay. And this is if you hold your phone like this vertically, right? Okay, in Instagram notation with the glass, pane of glass vertically, and then that's how I held it on the ride. Okay, so what that means is that there's an acceleration of the ride, which would kind of be the average of this, if we can imagine a line like this, right? I think that's fairly good, right? Okay, so you figure out what that line is, and that's the acceleration of the ride, and that's what we ought to be able to figure out, and that looks to be about 18 meters per second squared. So you're going to go 4 pi r squared over t squared, and that's going to give you some centripetal acceleration, right? Okay, and you can figure out the period from these times, right? It's not very long. So that'll give you your acceleration, and that should be what this level is there. Okay, we ought to be able to read that off of this graph. And that should agree with that. And this should be that level plus 1g. So this is actually where you're at the bottom, because it's more g-force, right? It'd be the ride plus 1g, and here's where we are at the top. Okay, so therefore it's going to be the ride minus a g, right? So that's about 17. 17 minus 10 is about 7. Is that about right? That seems to be about right. And then at the bottom, it's about 17 plus 10, so it's about 27. And again, that looks right. So what you need to do is you need to fill in what this acceleration is. And you can look up the r on the website, right? The period you're going to get from looking at this, and I posted a video on how to do that. So look at the period video, and you can look at this spike and then go 10 spikes later or something like that. Okay, but anyway, that's the basic gist.